We've just announced our new features, enhanced keyframing,
Yes.
which includes speed ramping.
Yes.
Yeah. So tell what are people getting excited about?
Right. Well, we've always had keyframing, but now we have the ability to create a path that follows any curve. And then between keyframes, you can change the speed at which it gets from keyframe to keyframe, which is called easing. You could make a curve that overshoots and comes back real nice and slow, or you could have something come on real gentle, or you can have something whip on, or zigzag on, or bounce on. So there's all sorts of things that you could do that you couldn't do before. But that ability to create the curve and calculate this thing in a really beautiful way also allowed us to do speed ramping. So speed ramping is something that people have been asking for, and it's here with 5.0.
You did the UI. How are you feeling about it now that it's like done? Because we went through a few iterations.
We went through a few iterations for sure, and yeah, my goodness. When you're designing something, you're like, okay, this is the way I think it should work. And I have a rule at LumaTouch that we don't copy. So we don't just look at someone else's implementation and do that. And that's just, I don't know. It's just something that I've always, I learned that when I went to human-centered design, is like, that is not designing, that's copying. And so I always, and I'm criticized for this, I'm like, first design, it's coming out of just what do I want to do as a creator.
And people have all these different experiences with keyframing. And so some have some have no experience,
Right.
Don't know what it is, and others are like animators. This was the UI that all makes sense. It made sense to the experienced keyframers and to the novices.
Yeah. I just added a preset of a bounce, but you can make your own as well. But we have this path and we hit a keyframe, and on this keyframe we can move things and we can change the way that the path is going to be between those keyframes. But we can also change how fast it's going to get to the keyframe. So if I'm on this keyframe, the purple is showing how fast it's coming into the keyframe, and the green is how fast it's leaving. So if I want to have it fast, or if I want to have it slow, you can see how that impacts your whole curve. So now if I play this, it's going to do a different thing when it bounces. It's going to go down, and then it kind of had a little curve in there. But it's completely up to you how you use it. You have speed and you have shape. So this next tab over here, speed ramping. So if I want this guy to come on fast, and just in this part here, I'm going to put a keyframe, and I'll set it really slow here. And then over here, I'm going to set it like really fast. Set it up here. When he's coming on now, and I can, again, set the curve at which it comes in and which it goes out. I can just have another keyframe here and put it back up to normal speed.